the Islam that people say like, oh, Islam is barbaric to women, Islam is just like kills and murders. That is like, just repeating that is not going to convince the Muslim who has been exposed to this level of Islamic, apologetics.
Right.
So just coming out repeating like, oh, Muhammad was a pedophile, oh, Islam supports slavery, they already have a defense mechanism against all of that. So if you really want to defeat Islam, you really have to know the best arguments for all of these points to be able to respond to them when they make them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I guess the question that I had about Iran, was just, what kind of chances do you think we have to like see the army turn like it did in the 79 revolution?
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Whenever we expected something and then it turns out that it was not true, I'm not gonna come here and act like somebody that saw it happening. Okay, so when we failed in analyzing something or we made a mistake in predicting things, I'm going to be transparent with you guys and tell you, okay, we didn't see this coming and we were wrong. Okay, so in response to your question, we are kind of surprised that the Artesh didn't saw this level of massacre happening on Iranian people, and still the defection levels were not at all to the level that we were hoping for, given that they killed this many Iranians, right? So we were hoping that if millions of Iranians will show up into the streets, and if the IRGC, I mean, forget the IRGC, they're foreign forces inside Iran. Like
Right.
we see people from Iraq and Pakistan and Afghanistan killing Iranians, and even that did not trigger the people from the Artesh to come and join the people and defend them. Like that is like, we are very disappointed right now with the Artesh.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, at
kind
least
of
I am.
shocking.
Yeah. You know what?
It's
Okay,
kind of
we
shocking
are
that
very much at a
that they saw
time limit
that
here.
Oh,
and didn't turn.
okay. Yeah, we
Yeah,
need to move
We
on.
are
Sorry.
14 minutes in, so we have, yep. Next, we have Sabina.
Oh, Sabina was talking. That was
friend.
Sabina.
Yeah, next one.
Oh, my apologies. Cougar.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I want to ask about Iran. Just say that Iran gets freed. Okay. For look at the bright side, Iran gets freed. But my worry is that what happens if, because of that lady, the messed up hair with the flower in the hair, that woman, the MEK. What if the U.S. government supports her in installing her as the ruling party?
Wait, sorry. What is your question? I didn't understand the question. By the way, I just want to say, Babak, I love you. Okay, I hope you don't get upset with me. Okay, kisses to you. Sorry, but go on, Cougar, again one more time.
Just say that Iran gets freed. Okay.
Okay.
Iran will get
It's supposed to be the Shah that will do the transition, right?
Yeah, he's going to be the leader of the transitional government.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but just for some messed up reason, because the messed up hair, that lady, that the MEK, that lady from the MEK.
Mariam Rajavi. Okay, Mariam Rajavi.
Yeah, Mariam Rajavi. Okay. What if the U.S. government supports her?
Wait, guys, don't speak at the same time. I'm already having a hard time understanding Cougar. What, say it again. What is the question?
What if the U.S. government supports her than the Shah?
Oh, nobody is going to support her. Who's going to... By the way, guys, are people not hearing Cougar? Some people are not hearing him. Everybody's hearing him? Okay.
I'm sorry, because the earphone, I'm on the mobile.
Okay, so your audio was a little bit bad. Who are you worried about supporting? Who's going to support her, Mariam Rajavi?
Say the U.S. government says that, okay, we want to install her as the government. not the Shah.
That is makes no sense. Like, no, don't worry, we're not worried about that. How could you how could you force the MEK on the Iranian people? Everybody hates her. Like, that is impossible. Like,
I'm not
America.
sure because for every time I get on the
How no
YouTube,
wait. Mm.
What is the
How is
Iranian
America going,
constitution based on?
how is America going to install Mariam Rajab? Mariam Rajab, if she enters Iran, I don't know how long she's going to live after she puts her foot in Iran, like, given how much Iranians hate her. How is America going to install her upon the Iranian people? Like, with what
America has
force?
ways.
How? No, no, it doesn't.
It does.
Cougar, like, give
I,
it away.
and also, but every time I go on the YouTube, right, like Shah TV and these other YouTubers, outside, I always try to correct them, right, that she's MEK communist, right, and I don't think a lot of
First of all,
people
why would
really.
America? First of all, America can't do that. One, two.
Mm,
Why would America do that?
I'm not sure. I mean, because they have been lobbying and doing all this stuff,
America has been robbing. America hasn't been robbing.
lobbying,
Oh, lobbying.
lobbying,
No,
yeah,
they've been lobbying
because
who? They've been lobbying Mike Pence,
yeah, Mike
Giuliani.
Pence, yeah, Giovanni, and a few others,
Yeah,
and they are supporting her
Pompeo.
quite loudly.
Do you understand that the U.S. government is so much bigger than those few people? Like, that is not enough. Those are no. Those are
Yeah,
nobody.
and also the other thing is that the tactics that the IRGC and the Iraqi army is using against the people. These are all taught by the CCP. People have to know that. Okay.
I don't know if I okay. I don't know if the CCP has been working helping the Islamic Republic with intelligence, and monitoring people, but that's about it.
Yeah. They also did a lot of security training in the background, like in the 90s and beginning of the 2000s.
Okay. So, do you have any other questions regarding the MEK? Don't
No.
worry about the MEK. The MEK is the
Yeah.
only. The MEK will never rule over Iran. Americans don't want that, and even if they wanted that, they're not going to be able to force that upon the Iranian people. The only problem we have with the big problem we have with the MEK is the misinformation that they're spreading and the media. But they have close to zero chance of ever ruling in Iran. In fact, they can't even live in Iran, let alone rule over Iran.
That's my only worry because the amount of media outside, I kept on seeing people trying to
In fact, they don't even
to
want to rule over Iran. That would be their end of they're making. They don't want to rule over Iran. They're grifters. This is a money making. Being opposed to the Islamic Republic, for them, this is a money making machine. They know they can't rule over Iran. They're not even intending to rule over Iran. They're just trying to for this to last forever. They want to be the alternative to the Islamic Republic, while the Islamic Republic always lives as a way to convince more people to give them money. They're not even serious about actually becoming the government or anything. This is just a money making machine for them.
Yeah, that's the. But one last question: are also Muslims in Iran?
Huh? What? What? What did he say? Do you guys hear me?
Any Muslims in Iran?
Are there any Muslims in Iran? Yes. Okay,
His
let's
audio
move on.
has cut out. So we are going to move on again to Giovanna. Give me 1 second. Your mic was muted for not being muted during the speaking, and so I disabled it. Give me 1 second. I'll allow you back in. Okay.
I just wanted to say that unless you abolish this Islamic constitution, which is based on the Quran, you cannot be free. It needs a secular constitution based in law and order. Maybe it can be modeled after the constitution before the Islamic revolution, but like it has to be updated. comply with international law.
The Iranians' desire for secularism is beyond any country in the world. I guarantee you that secularism is not something we have to worry about in our upcoming constitution.
It is because
There,
people
in
are
fact, if
sorry,
huh?
because people of Iran are programmed in a way to like per via tradition and rituals and all that stuff and the belief of the Quran into believing wrong things, basically things that
Okay,
are
I think
made
you're
up.
misinformed. The Iranian people are the most
I'm not
anti-Islamic people
misinformed.
in the
I'm
world.
one of the best informed people on the planet right now.
Okay, well but your information is wrong. The Iranian people
No,
are
it's
not
not.
programmed for anything Islamic. And if you were informed, then
You are
you wouldn't worry.
programmed into Islam.
Wait, are we speaking at the same? Okay, make your point and then I'll make my point. But let me know when you're
You
finished
were
so I could
just
speak.
defending Islam a couple of minutes ago.
Okay, you are definitely not informed. I am very against Islam. I was playing devil's advocate. I actually clarified multiple times that I was playing devil's advocate. I am very aggressively anti-Islamic. So it's interesting that you say that you are very informed, but you couldn't tell that I was actually
I'm
acting.
a little
I
bit
said,
upset because of my situation right
okay, I mentioned that I'm playing devil's advocate. I said, let me put my Muslim hat on. I said, let's play the steelman so that we could fight Islam more effectively. So Sabina was asking me questions about how to fight Islam and to show her how to fight Islam to this. I want to wipe Islam off the planet, off the entire world,
Me
not just
too.
Iran. Okay, so don't think. So you misunderstood when I said when I was defending Islam, I was pretending to be an Islam defender, so Sabina could see what are the most sophisticated ways to defend Islam, so she could deal with a more sophisticated, so she could attack a more sophisticated version of this defending Islam. That was what I was doing. Okay, so I was trying to make it show her how a harder target looks like, so she's not just dealing with the lamest attempts defenses of Islam. That's what I was doing, right? So I'm very aggressively anti-Islamic, very aggressively, right? And also, so are the Iranian people. And when it comes to Iranian people, they are the most Islam. I'm proud to say that Iran is the Islamophobia capital of the whole world. And in fact, if when it comes to our constitution after the Islamic Republic falls, not only you don't have to worry about it becoming secular, you actually have to be worried about the safety of the mullahs after the Islamic Republic falls, because secularism is not enough for the Iranian people. Even the laicite version of France is not enough for the Iranian people. After what Islam
Yes,
did to the
but
Iranian people,
sorry.
after
I
what
mean,
is hold on, let
yeah.
me make
Okay.
my point. After what Islam did to the Iranian people, there are millions and millions of Iranian people that want to wipe Islam out of Iran completely, not just out of government, but off of everywhere in Iran. So secularism is just the first step. The Iranian people want to completely eradicate Islam
Yes,
inside
that is
Iran.
precisely that is the problem because you need to have compassion for the people who are still trapped in the programming of the Quran of the and Islam.
I,
So secularism has to be implemented in a compassionate way.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, when it comes to worrying about religion and governments, I wouldn't worry about that. Okay. So I do agree that it needs to be. Now we're on the same page. Now we agree with each other.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Okay, we found some common ground. That's cool.
Yes. Yes.
So basically, the next steps is to take all the people who fight against the Islam to fight actually for something, for secularism. So it is not like what you resist persists. If you fight against something, you prop it up. If you fight
Yes.
for something, you disable the thing that you energetically disable the thing that you are fighting against because you're putting your energy into building something new. That is the
So
key to success.
so these are the four things that the Iranian people are fighting for. They're
That's
fighting
important. Yeah.
for democracy, secularism, border integrity, and equal individual rights before the law.